host, Tony, and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll take you well before the top of the hour. We want to give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. Of course, it's Elite Eight action here tonight, a couple games. And that's what we do here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is we give you live free sports picks from the primetime games. And to help us out, our professional cappers from Pick Dogs, let's take a look at who's on the show for today. All right, we got Trey will join us here on the show. Trey Jordan. Brian Bitler will be on the show as well. Zawacki back from his week off. He's back with us. In the center today will be Kevin Thomas. Jovan Burts in the house. Ninos getting ready for baseball. Dodgers looking to defend that title here on Thursday. They get started Chris Ruffalo. And from Las Vegas, Nevada, where it's starting to get hot, it's Joe D'Amico.
Absolutely, Tony. 85 degrees. I'll tell you right now, 6-5 Pick'em says I'm not even wearing pants right now.
Oh, boy. A little too much information. All right, let's take a look at how they'll line up for today. Bitler, D'Amico, Thomas, Birch, Jordan, Zawacki, Ruffalo, Ninos. Then I will go ahead and I will cap this one off. All right, let's go bring in Chris. Chris, another week. We got some elite action today.
Yeah, for first off, that gives a new meaning to short odds with Joe and no pants. We got some great Elite Eight action today. I'm excited to get it going. We got some great games lined up for everybody. I'm ready to get started.
All right, let's get started. Let's welcome Brian Bitler to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium as well as the morning show, and he's part of that YouTube Premium early and late. Brian, how's it going?
No, it's always good to be with my good friends here, Chris Ruffalo and Tony T on a Monday, ready to start a new week. Weekend was a little rough. 1-2 Sunday. I don't like 1 and 2s, but USC at least got me a win to close out the weekend.
Yeah, USC did really good performance there. We're looking forward to tonight's and tomorrow's action. We're going to NBA tonight here with the Warriors, the host, the Chicago Bulls. We've got Warriors point, and now the line's moving. We're seeing a point and a half. There's some two. So this line's all over the place. Total sits at 228.
Yeah, when I got in on the Golden State Warriors today, I couldn't believe I was getting plus points. I just think they are the better team. I know they've lost 4 straight, but the Chicago Bulls, they're no prize either. They've lost 3 straight. Warriors 6-1 against the spread as a favorite. Bulls 2-5 against the spread as a dog. Bulls 0-5 against the spread the last 5 in Golden State. I think it's a no-brainer here. It could easily be a premium pick for me. I think the Golden State Warriors with Curry coming back, I almost guarantee he's going to play tonight. I think they win this game by 10 over the Bulls.
All right, Brian Bitler here on the Warriors, laying the point here. Do your shop and get the best number here against the Chicago Bulls. All right, Chris, Bulls made some acquisitions, but they still just can't seem to get it together.
We always talk about, I use that word cohesion, that it's going to take a while for these guys to gel with the new addition lineup, and that's how it always is when you get guys at the trade deadline. As far as this game goes, though, I'm with Brian. I like the Bulls a lot more in the underdog role when we're getting points with them. And, while they've been really good on the road, if Curry comes back tonight, this is going to be a huge lift for this Warriors team. I think that's going to be enough to get them out of the slump. So I'd lay the point with the Warriors as well.
All right, agreement here with the Golden State Warriors laying the point. You're shopping. This line's moving again to Chicago Bulls. All right, Brian, good action tonight. Elite action from college basketball. We've got some hockey up there as well as 11 games from the NBA, which you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium, as we see a pretty good performance here from in the past 7 days in the positive. What's going on?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, tonight I got my Monday night money shot. Give your wallet a money shot with 3 NBA games, 1 college basketball, 1 NHL for $50 at pickdogs.com. But make sure you check out the 2-for-1 capper deals. You got guys like our buddy James Clark and Chase Diamond at the top of the 7-day board. You got Chris Ruffalo right up at top of the 30-day board. Team me up with them for this week. It's going to be a monumental week, huge basketball games, and you got Major League Baseball starting. So no better time to get the 30-day plan than today, because you're going to get tons of picks.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs Premium. That 2-for-1 capper, it's a great promotion there. Pick 2 cappers at the reduced price for the long-term passes. That's your best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can see Brian here past 7 days showing a profit. That 3, 7, and 30-day pass will get you every play that Brian releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. And you set the terms when you make the purchase over there on the site. All right, Brian, as always, great having your show. Why don't you let everybody know about what that package you're part of, that YouTube early and late?
YouTube early and late premium for $30 gets you started. You're going to get a pick from me, Mitch, and Rod, and a consensus pick. And then if you get that little small upgrade, you're going to get the afternoon premium pick from all the guys, me, Mitch, and Rod, plus the consensus. 25 breaks down to like 25 cents a pick for the month. Absolute tremendous value. Make sure you guys check that out.
All right, guys, check it out right now at Pick Dodge Premium. And, of course, you can check out the YouTube Premium. That's the best value. Early and late, check for the link right below the description there and get on board those 8 premium plays. Very good value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having you show. Going to tune in tomorrow, early morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time, every day with the morning show with Mitch and Rod Zawacki. Rod's got his power back. He's on the show today, as you guys saw in the open, and we'll look forward to that show tomorrow.
Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow morning, but you know what else I can't wait for? My good buddy Joe D'Amico batting second and Kevin Thomas filling in right after that. There's some guys on the drive-through. I'm going to tune right out and watch you guys watch some great winning picks from the master Joe D'Amico coming up.
Absolutely. All right, Brian, have yourself a good night. He bookends the show. He's here at Mondays and Fridays, but every day on the morning show. All right, let's continue our coverage here on the drive-through. Let's head over to sunny, warm Las Vegas, Nevada. It's time to welcome Joe D'Amico to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Streaming. Joe, how's it going? Looking pretty sharp, my man.
Wonderful. I'm working on my tan. Tony, Chris, I want to say thank you to my buddy Brian Bitler, my Bash brother. Love being on the show with him. One of my favorite handicappers, one of my favorite people in the world. Guys, follow him, follow me, follow these guys out here. But right now, Tony, it's heating up in Vegas. Not only the girls wearing next to nothing, I'm wearing next to nothing. I had to come in from the pool. You know what, Tony? We've got to talk. We got to talk to our Korean, to our extreme ruler, to Mitch. We got to move this drive-through show. It's messing up with my margarita time. But what it isn't going to mess up with, guys, is giving out another free winner. Gave out another free winner. I'm Chris Ruffalo on the Friday show. My free pick record, 49-19. Look at that, baby. I got another winner for everybody tonight, guys.
Yes, he does. Joe D'Amico doing fantastic work here on the drive-through. Coming to winners. All right, Joe, we're going to look at the game NBA 8 Eastern time. We got the Memphis Grizzlies on the road facing Houston Rockets. We've got Memphis currently anywhere from an 8 to 7.5 point favorite. Total sits about 226.5.
Yep, sports fans, I've seen this line climb from 5 up to 7.5 and 8, and I still like it. The Grizzlies, which are about at full strength, which is very rare in the NBA any time of the year, particularly in this health-conscious season, they outclassed the Rockets on the boards at both ends of the court here. They crushed Houston in the most recent meeting, a 133-84 winning cover about a month ago. Now the Rockets, guys, they just acquired Kelly Olynyk, and he will help the team. But not here, not tonight, as he's got to go up against the very deep and talented front court of Memphis. The Grizzlies, he has some ATS numbers, 9-2, the last 11 in the favorite role, 8-2, the last 10 on 1 day's rest, 4-1 the last 5 overall. I'm taking the Grizzlies, lay the wood at the 7.5 or even an 8, and you're going to take your bookmaker's money. All
right, Joe D'Amico here on the Memphis Grizzlies here in this one. And, of course, Chris, the big news out of this game is the status of Christian Wood. Last check here, it looks like he's questionable, and that's an important scoring option here for the Rockets.
Yeah, that's been pretty much the scoring option when Houston was on when Houston was on the losing streak. That was the coinciding factor. When Christian Wood's out of the lineup, this team's been losing games, and like Joe said, Memphis won this one by 49 in the last meeting. That's enough to probably cover the next 5 games, to tell you the truth. And I just don't see any way that Memphis stumbles here. I don't think Houston's got enough to hang with the Grizzlies here. I think Memphis is just, like you said, the better team on both ends of the floor. Another trend you want to look at, Houston 5-21 against the spread in their last 26 at home. I am not touching the Houston Rockets with a 20-foot pole, let alone a 10. I'm taking the Grizzlies all day here.
All right, agreement here on the Grizzlies from Joe D'Amico. All right, Joe, good night of action. Elite 8, we've got some 11 NBA games. What you have going on over at Pig Dog Streaming? And, of course, baseball is set to start on Thursday.
Well, Tony, I'm going to tell you right now, on the board tonight, I continue my hot streak in NCAA basketball tournament play, where I have won, guys, 6 consecutive premium releases. I have the winner of the OSU Houston matchup for $49. But guys, exclusively at Pick Dogs, because I love my Pick Dogs friends here. I love my Pick Dogs followers. You can take advantage of the deal of this college basketball season where you get every one of my winners from today straight through the national title game for $100, and that will include my game of the year, which sells by itself for $100. Guys, I also have my NBA second half season discount as one of the highest rated documented NBA handicappers once again this season in winning percentage. You get every piece of my winning information from today straight through the NBA files for just a few $100. And guys, Tony mentioned it. Baseball a few days away as a nine-time, and I want a ring for every finger, guys. I want to be like Bill Russell and Yogi Berra. I want a ring for every finger. I'm going for that 10th championship. This will be my best season ever. I have my MLB season discount for just a nickel right now at Pick Dogs. Or just take advantage of these 2-for-1s. You've got Kevin, you've got Chris, you got Tony, you got Rowdy Roddy, you got all my friends Al Ninos, you got Brian Bitler. Take these 2-for-1s. They pay for itself. And what you can do then is reinvest, because saving you money is just as good as making you money. You make a few bucks on one of these smaller packages, invest in a larger one, stay with us long term, and we'll give you the best season you ever had, guys.
That's right. Get on board here with Joe D'Amico. You see the numbers, nearly 900 units of profit in the NBA. That is all documented. He's got that one game up there tonight from the NCAA tournament. Or better yet, go with those long-term passes. Joe's just ran them off. That's the best value over at Pick Dogs Premium. If you go for the all sports pass, that means every sport that Joe releases. He's got some single sport passes up there as well. You check him out over there at Pick Dogs Premium. Check his profile page. You pick up one of those right now. All right, Joe, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Thank you, Tony, Chris, and guys, sports fans, everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
Winning day to you as well. Joe D'Amico here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue our coverage here. Before we do, just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Free picks every single day. Of course, it gets started every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod, you got Brian Bitler, and of course, you got those 2 YouTube premium shows that Brian had talked about. And of course, you can find that information on the link below. And of course, the drive-thru, we're here for you Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, guys, we want those thumbs up, those likes. It really helps us out, helps us build our audience, Chris.
Yeah, Tony, it does. I mean, I keep saying it. You look at where the drive-thru was just like a few months ago. We were, having small audiences, and you were seeing the same rotation of cappers. Now we have to turn people away because we've been having so many requests to be on the drive-thru. But it's because we have all the support from the Pick Dogs family. The thumbs up, the subscriptions, the likes. They all help us out a bunch. They help us give you guys the quality content. And I can honestly tell you, I don't know a harder working bunch of people other than the people we have capping these games at Pick Dogs. So. Yeah, but it's all thanks to you guys. It's all the Pick Dogs support that we're able to do this for you guys. So if you keep that up, we really appreciate all the support.
We really appreciate the support, guys. So thumbs up, those likes. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Kevin Thomas next up. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Kevin, how's it going?
Good. How you guys doing?
Doing great, doing great. All right, you're looking at the late night game tonight between the Clippers and the Bucks. The LA Clippers right now are laying 2.5 points as their favorite here. This one will be your TV game on NBA TV. And with the Clips laying 2.5, total 231.5.
Yeah, this actually opened as a pick'em, and I still love it at the -2.5. The Clippers are undefeated in March at home. I expect that trend to continue today. This is a huge revenge game as they lost 100-105 on the road to the Bucks. And in that game, the stat that stuck out the most to me is they shot 7 free throws, made 6, the Clippers, and the Bucks shot 22, made 17. That's a huge disadvantage, especially, that's home court right there. So the Clippers are going to have home court. I think the Clippers are excited. They got Rondo. He's not playing, but they got Aldridge. They're trying to keep pace with the Lakers who signed Drummond. So I think the Clippers, they take care of the Bucks here. Both teams have been playing no one really that good. I mean, the Clippers beat the Sixers there without Embiid, and then you look at the Bucks and who they're playing at home, the Wizards and stuff several times. Those teams are subpar 500. I mean, I love the Sixers, and with Embiid, I think they might be one of the best in the East, but I like the Clippers here at home to get their revenge.
All right, Kevin Thomas here on the Clippers laying the 2.5. Got to agree. I'm always, Chris, I'm concerned here about the status for Giannis. He's not on the injury report, but we've seen him on that report with a knee issue.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not just Giannis that's banged up. It's also Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton, and that's your top three scorers for that Milwaukee lineup that are all black and blue right now. And against a Clippers team that's playing their best basketball this season, winning 5 straight, they're outscoring teams by almost 19 points a game over that stretch. 2.5 almost seems like a gift. I mean, yes, we know Milwaukee's elite in the NBA, but in LA with so much going on for the Bucks right now against a pretty much healthy Clippers team, I can't go against LA here.
Yeah, and Bucks have had their issues defensively on the road this year, and of course the Clippers here, all agreement here with the Clippers laying the 2.5 against the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, Kevin, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. Good night of action, 11 NBAs. We got 2 big college hoops games. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's 2-1 Sunday on the college boards, and I got another 3-pack tonight, my Money Monday. You can still get on that. You can get on my top NBA pick. I was 1-0 yesterday on the NBA board, so you got those 2. I suggest 7-day because you'll get the tip-ball, you'll get the baseball, and you'll get all the college for the rest of the week. And if you like what you get for 7 days, then invest in a long-term deal. But MLB right now, the package $4.99 for a full year. This is a full season, guys. It's not 60 games. You're going to get 160, so tons of money to be made, and you're getting a steal at some of these prices. I've been looking at all the other cappers. They're putting up bargains. I mean, you can lock in now because those prices are going to go up, so take full advantage. And also the 2-for-1 capper is always a great deal there too.
That's right, guys. Check out Kevin Thomas over at Pig Dog Swim. He's got those long-term passes up there right now. He's got a 1-day pass as well, but those season passes at MLB is at a discounted rate. Or if you decide on that 3rd-day all-sports pass, it'll be every sport that Kevin releases here, NBA, college hoops. Of course, Major League Baseball starts on Thursday. You'll get that for a full 30 days. The best value right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Kevin, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you next week.
See you next Monday, guys. Take care.
All right, Kevin Thomas here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue our coverage here. Now, time to welcome Jovan Burts to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs. One of the newer cappers here on the show, doing some really fine work. Jovan, how you doing today?
Yeah, everything's smooth on this side, fellas. How about y'all?
Doing great. Looking forward to some good action tonight. I for one like the way this March Madness has been set up schedule-wise with these standalone games in the Sweet 16 and Elite 8. These games aren't going against each other, which I like. All right, Jovan. Pistons and Raptors. Raptors a 3-point favorite now, total 214.
Yeah, so I'm on the Detroit Pistons in this one, money line. Now, this is a complete fade against the Raptors, who are 18-28 this season, 1-9 in their last 10, and 1-8 straight up in this season on the second night of a back-to-back. That's just no good. Now, they've been playing hard recently, but still been coming up with L's. And I think they take another L tonight. Now, for the Pistons, they're 12-33 this season. Just a bad team. But they do have some pretty solid wins at home. They've beaten the Celtics, the Lakers, the Sixers, the Suns, and the Milwaukee Bucks this season. And they also, handled Toronto this season. They're going for the series sweep. Now, you may think, this is a perfect revenge spot for the Raptors. But here's the rub. Dwayne Casey used to coach for the Raptors. He won Coach of the Year and unceremoniously got fired. So every time he faces his old team, he's going to want to get up in them. He's going to want to get those wins. So it is a motivation spot for Detroit, and I think they get the outright win.
All right, Jovan Burts here on this one with the money line here with the Detroit Pistons using the coaching angle, the former coaching angle here with in this spot here. Of course, Chris, we talked about this Toronto Raptors team. They've struggled here, losing 9 of 10. Detroit, but believe it or not, they have a winning spread record at home, but Jovan here is on the money line.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I'm a Toronto fan. Not watching this team. I need Tylenol before every game. It's bad. This, they got worse at the trade deadline. Kyle Lowry's banged up, and they can't do it. The Pistons, like Jovan said, have already beaten the Raptors twice this month. And you look at what's going on with the Raptors, they can't catch a break right now. It's hard to believe that even with and Kawhi Leonard leaving, this is a team that's 2 years removed from a championship. I mean, you look at like Jovan said, perfectly is the same angle I'm on. Dwayne Casey likes to face this team because he feels slighted by them. You look at the first time that Detroit beat the Raptors, I remember this game. I think they won in overtime. And the Pistons treated it like they had just won the NBA championship. Dwayne Casey's walking around the sidelines with his arms in the air. Ugh, man, it's going to be sweet for him tonight. I think he's going to take out the Raptor thing. He's going to sweep him and only pile on the misery for this Toronto team.
All right, agreement here with Detroit Pistons money line plus 135 against the Toronto Raptors. All right, Jovan, what you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium? We got NBA 11 games, couple from Hoops. What's happening?
Yeah, so I got my money bag Monday going, 5-pack, 3 college basketball games, Elite 8 action going, and 2 choice NBA games, all in that package. I also got my 3-day, my 7-day, my 30-day. Just get it all there at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place.
That's right, guys. Check out Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium. You want to get that one-day pass? Go ahead and then take those winnings and make that upgrade to that long-term pass. You see the 3, 7, and 30-day pass. Every play that Jovan releases over at Pick Dogs Premium. Baseball starting on Thursday. We'll have that as well. So a good time to get on board with one of those long-term passes from Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Jovan, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you on Friday.
All right, see y'all fellas on Friday. Have a good week.
All right, Jovan Burts here on the drive. So, guys, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. It really helps us increase our audience. We greatly appreciate that. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Trey Jordan, another one of the New York Cappers, joined us here on the show. Trey, how you doing?
Doing good, Tony. How y'all doing?
Doing great, doing great. All right, we're going to look on the ice here with the Flyers. Flyers not going to host the Flyers. The Flyers are going to be facing the Sabres in this one. 7 Eastern time with the Flyers actually favored here. $1.85, total 5.5.
Yeah, the Flyers favored here against the Sabres, man. Sabres, man, 17 in a row. I see everybody jumping on. They want to be the guy who picks them when they get the win. Man, we're just going to stay away from all that, all right? These two defenses are terrible, okay? 2 of the worst 3 defenses in the league. Only team worse is the Senators. 29th ranked defense in the Sabres. They've had 12 straight home games allowing over 3 goals. The Flyers, 30th ranked defense, 7 straight road games allowing 3 goals. We're not overthinking this one, man. We're just taking it over. Both these defenses are terrible. You're going to see breakaways. I don't care if it's not Tokarski and Hutton. It's Linus Ullmark tonight. He's going to get the breakaways. And I see these Flyers putting them in the back of the net on them. And same thing for Flyers, man. They're the king of pulling the goalie early because their defense is just bad this year. They're just letting up so many goals, and I see some of those struggling Buffalo Sabres. They might be tucking away a couple themselves this night. So, yeah, Flyers 12-3 over-under record on the road. The Sabres, the over-under record at home is favoring the under, but that's going to happen when you're not scoring goals and you're facing these elite defenses at home like the Bruins, the Islanders. A bunch of their home games against them. So I'm just going to take the over here tonight.
All right, Trey's on the over. Sabres and Flyers over 5.5 goals. All right, Chris, you look at the Flyers over in 23 of 33 this season.
Yeah, and then, a lot of that has to do with Carter Hart. And, I guess the misconception that he was going to be the goaltender of the future. He probably still is, but he's going through a rough patch right now. And, Trey and I were talking about this before the game. I didn't like this total, but now, after looking into those numbers, both teams are giving up well over 4 goals a game in their last 10 games. So I can see the over here, but I'm going to be that guy. I think that this is a spot where the Sabres actually might pick up the win tonight and snap that losing streak. As bad as it's been, tell me right, I'm going to need it. But, the Sabres 0-11 as an underdog of at least minus 176 this season. You got to figure something's got to give. And with the way that Philadelphia can't keep the puck out of the net to save their lives lately, maybe Taylor Hall and Jack Eichel spark one. Maybe they get a shootout win here. But what does Tony Brown always say? It takes one win to start a streak and break out of a slump. This could be it. So give me Buffalo.
They did beat them 6-1 earlier this year, so maybe.
Well, there you go.
Maybe
that
so.
Was a long time ago.
Bad defensive team. Sabres return this year minus 20.6 units. burning holes in both pockets, my friend. Both pockets.
Yeah.
And maybe your significant others as well. All right, Trey, good night of action tonight. Hockey, basketball. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I have a 5-pack going off the board here in about 30 minutes. Got to play in the earlier Elite 8 game. Got a couple NBA, a couple NHL. Over 700 units past 30 days. Just hop on board, get you a 2-pack. Get you a long-term package for baseball starting up this week, and hit that thumbs up.
Absolutely, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Give us that like. We greatly appreciate that. You can see right now, Trey, 784 units of profit past 30 days, doing fantastic work over there at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got his 2-day pass. Pick that up and then go with the long-term pass. You see that there, 3, 7, and 30, all sports pass, every play that Trey releases over at Pig Dogs Premium. You set the length of time when you visit his premium page over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. All right, Trey, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great night. We'll keep you around for that final segment.
All right, thanks for having me. Talk to you on a little bit.
All right, Trey here, Jordan on this drive-through. Let's continue our coverage here. Time to bring in Ron Zawacki back from his week vacation from the show, and he's got his power restored. I guess he's all set to go. Ron Zawacki, let's go ahead and clock him in here. We'll find him here in just a second here on the drive-thru. Here we go. Ron, how's it going?
Going good, Tony. Going good. How are you guys doing this evening?
Doing great. All right. NBA on your mind tonight. Game 1 of the NBA TV doubleheader has the Celtics hosting the Pelicans. Celtics down to a 2-point favorite, total 229.5.
Yeah, the Celtics down to a 2.5 point favorite here because Brown will be out for the Celtics in this game. I'm quite sure. But for a bonus for the Celtics tonight, their trade, Evan Fournier will he will definitely make his debut tonight for the Celtics. He's going to pop. He won't be the starter, but he'll definitely be putting in minutes. So we look. This is a revenge game for me. I'm looking. The Pelicans already beat the Celtics once this year in an overtime game. They got a nice 5-point win, 120-115 in overtime. But that was in New Orleans, and now we're playing in Boston. And Boston, they're 7-1 ATS. Their last 8 Monday night games at home. They're also 5-2 ATS. Their last 7 games at home versus the Pelicans. And you look, this is where Boston's been playing their best hoops, is at home. The Pelicans on the road this year have not been a great team. 6-14 on the road, 9-11 versus against the number. I'm going to lay the 2.5 points with the Boston Celtics. As you can still see the public still loving up on the Pelicans. Give me the Boston Celtics, who are getting things rolling.
All right, Ron Zawacki and Boston laying 2.5. Check the numbers out there. Shop. There are some 2s and 2.5s right now in the marketplace. And Chris, looking at this Pelicans team, not defending well on the road, allowing over 48% shooting.
Yeah, and I wonder how much of that tonight with the Boston Celtics is going to be 3-point shots that go up, because we know how well Boston can shoot the 3, and I just think that if those shots are falling, the Pelicans trading away J.J. Redick and potentially not having Lonzo Ball in the lineup is going to be a huge factor. And I think that we're going to see the Celtics pull away. So I like the Celtics only giving up the bucket, even 2.5 here. I could see him win. I'd lay it even up to -4.5, I think.
All right, agreement here with Boston laying the points here against the New Orleans Pelicans. All 3 of us agree on that one. All right, Rod, you've done great work for us here on the show, on the drive-thru. Let's start a 5-0 today on Monday. But what you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Going on tonight, I've got a Kickstart the Week 5-pack. My top 3 NBA bets over there, and the 2 sides on tonight's Elite 8 games. Jump on over, grab all 5 plays. Kickstart the Week 5-pack, $29.99 over at Pig Dogs Premium.
That's right. Kickstart the week here with Rod Zawacki over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got that 5-pack going on. A good value there. Get those winnings from tonight. Make that upgrade to a long-term pass, that 30-day all-sports pass. Every play Rod releases over at Pig Dogs Premium. It'll be his NBA, his hockey, his college basketball. Of course, baseball starts on Thursday, guys. So check him out over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Rod, as always, great having your show. We'll tune in tomorrow morning for you at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch and company. I know if that great value you've got going on right now with that YouTube Premium, that early and late.
Yeah, great value going on with the YouTube Premium there. Jump on. We got $30 gets you in the morning, $50 gets you both Can't beat that deal. Grab both, $50. Check out the link. It's in the description below. That'll get you a pick from both of us. 2 picks from Mitch, Brian, myself. 2 times a day. That's you can't beat that value. It's pennies a pick. Jump aboard YouTube Premium. It's we're heating up in there. We love it. You can't go wrong with that value. Great tool to add to your belt.
Absolutely great tool there with the YouTube Premium, early and late, guys. Check our description for the link below and sign up. All right, Rod, have yourself a great night. We'll tune in tomorrow morning, and we'll talk to you on the drive-thru tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, you guys have yourself a wonderful evening. Let's get ourselves another winner.
Let's get another winner here from Rod Zawacki. He's been good to us here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue our coverage, guys. Those thumbs up, those likes, keep them coming. Greatly appreciate that. Helps us build our audience. All right, let's continue on here. Time for Chris, up in center. You're looking at one of the marquee games of the night. Here we go. Oregon State to face Houston. Houston going to lay 8 total, 129.
Yeah, and you know what? I won't lie to anybody. Spoiler alert, I have Houston winning the national championship. But this is going to be a scary spot. I mean, you know, we always talk about Houston and how they're one of the elite defensive teams in the country, and you think of them as a Loyola Ramblers team that can play offense as well. The thing is, though, is that Oregon State, everybody wants to hop off the public Cinderella and figure out where we're going to have to jump off, and I don't know if this is the spot. I think we're still going to have value here. You know, Oregon State, they lost to Arizona by 34 earlier this year. They lost to Portland, who's god-awful out of the WCC. But you look at what they've done lately. Since the end of the season, they've been underdogs in all 6 of their games by at least 6 points. They're not only 6-0 against the spread, they're 6-0 straight up. This is also an Oregon State team that's 9-1 against the spread when they're catching at least 5.5 points in their last 10 games in that spot. You know, and it's just this Oregon State team can adjust. When they played Tennessee, they had to switch to inside scoring with Roman Silva. When it was against Oklahoma State, they had to go to 3-point shooting. Ethan Thompson had to take on Cameron Krutwig in the paint against Loyola Chicago, and they did it. The difference here for me, though, is that with Houston playing that tight defense, it's going to come down to a lot of free throws, and a ton of Oregon State scoring comes at the free throw line. I can tell you, and a lot of basketball players will tell you, it's a lot easier to take a shot when you don't have a hand in your face and when you can actually take a minute, take a deep breath, and actually take their shot. You know, I just think I think Houston wins this game, but I think 8's just too many for what's probably going to be a game that's played in the low 60s. I think you could, if you can sneak Oregon State within 4 to 6. I think that's where we finish. I could even see it coming down to as low as 2, but 8 just seems way too many.
I agree with you here because when you look at Houston here in the AAC, even in the NCAA tournament, they had games against Cleveland State. Rutgers was a quality opponent. They didn't cover against Rutgers. They did get the cover against Syracuse, but you go back and look at their non-covers. Memphis twice, Wichita State. That happened. You can understand that. That was when all the issues with the cold weather in Houston. But still, those 2 non-covers against Memphis, that non-cover against Rutgers, those defensive-minded teams, those teams have a lot in common with especially with Memphis being able to defend the 3, and Oregon State can defend that 3-point shot.
Well, you've also seen in those tournament games for Houston, yeah, they had a nice win in I think in the middle round. I believe it was against Texas Tech. I could be wrong. No, I think that's the other game. But Houston they've held their opponents to 54 points a game in their 3 tournament games. But you can see with the results, when they've held those teams down, they've also played down to those teams, and Oregon State's just matched the intensity of whoever they've played up to this point. And it's fair to say it has not been a cakewalk for Oregon State. They've earned their spot in the Elite 8. You know, Tennessee, okay, you can say they were, faltering down the stretch. But, Oklahoma State and Loyola, they are not 2 slouch teams by any stretch of the imagination. Houston's going to be their toughest test. But, again, I think 8's too many for what's going to be a defensive battle.
Yeah, defensive battle here. Houston against defensive-minded teams, not able to get really a lot of separation there when you go back and look at the game log there. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium. Big night of action night from the Elite 8. Of course, NBA and hockey. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? We can see the numbers here. Over 1,900 units of profit. That's all documented in college basketball.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch Big Al at the top of the mountain for college hoops, but we're still gonna make a late push, and it's all going to start today. I have my Elite Elevator That's 5 plays. You got the 2 plays from the college basketball game tonight, the Elite Eight matchups, as well as my favorite 3 plays for hockey. Or I've got my complete elite coverage package. That's going to be 7 picks. It's going to be the 5 picks from tonight, as well as my 2 favorite plays from tomorrow's Elite Eight action. Or, we always mention it, those subscription packages, 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. Guys, a week will get you not only opening day of baseball, but it'll get you the national championship college basketball game. And I plan on making that a max unit play, so you can bet on that. All right, guys, we have the season passes as well as the premium YouTube and the capper deals. We always mention the 2-for-1 cappers. If you've ever tried to had a hard time deciding between 2 of us, well, good news. You can have your cake and eat it too. Great. Now I'm hungry. But you know what? You can also just hop on board with any one of us. We will put cash in your pocket. Joe D'Amico mentioned it earlier. We're helping you save money while also making money at the same time. I always say the possibilities for you are endless, and that's never been more true than it is right now. So go check it out over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's put some cash in your pocket.
That's right, guys. Check out Chris Ruffalo over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, over 1,900 units of profit in college basketball. Documented past 30 days up there on the leaderboards as well. He's got his long-term passes up there. Get that 2-for-1 capper special. Pick 2 cappers, and it's a reduced rate. Great value there over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on here with our coverage. And, of course, now it's time to welcome Al Ninos to the show. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Al, how's it going?
Going pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. All right, let's take a look at the hockey for tonight. The Penguins to host the Islanders at 7 Eastern time. Pens lane $1.10, total 5.5.
Yeah, this should be probably the best matchup of the night. But there's a huge angle I like, obviously, in this one. Both teams having great seasons, but not only are the Penguins the hotter team here, coming in on having won 3 in a row, including a 6-3 win over these Islanders just their last time out. But both these teams have found most of their success at home. Huge home ice advantage here for Pittsburgh, where they're 15-3-1, while the Islanders just 9-8-2 on the road. And they'll be playing their last game on the road here. It was a 4-game road trip. One game got postponed with Boston, and so this will only be the 4th game they're playing on the road here. But still, they haven't done great on the road. And they're going up against one of the best home teams in the league here. So I'm taking the Penguins on the money line.
All right, Al Ninos here. Penguins money line. Chris, looking at the Pens, 15-4 at home, plus 9.5 units return. And they've 15-4 to the puck line as well. And holding teams about a goal and a half past 5 games.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh, I trashed the Penguins early on because I thought that the goaltending was suspect. And I thought that maybe it'd be their downfall this year. But now the Penguins are back to playing elite hockey. As good as the Islanders are, and we're going to make money on this team down the stretch, mark my words. They haven't had success against Pittsburgh. Like Al said, they've just had issues on the road. And they've lost 5 of the last 6 against Pittsburgh this season. So I think Pittsburgh carries that and uses that home ice to get another win here.
All right, the agreement here with Pittsburgh Penguins, minus 110 against the Islanders. All right, Al, tonight we've got Elite 8 NBA hockey. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium? We see it top of the leaderboards here in NHL for the season.
Yeah, NHL's been heating up, coming off a great day yesterday. Hope to keep it rolling tonight. Love these plays tonight even more than I liked my plays last night. So check them out. Even if you don't like hockey, you should still like making money. I think that's what we're all here for, isn't it? And again, the Penguins, you mentioned the puck line. I believe I see it around plus 230. I wouldn't mind taking a little shot on that too, or recommending that. Plus 230 can never go wrong with that. In a spot, they covered last time, and they could very well cover again. But yeah, hockey's doing pretty well. NBA is getting back on track. The college basketball has been good since the playoffs started, and I got my favorite college basketball and NBA play tonight, along with my 3 best NHL bets. If you want to check that out.
Get on board here with Al Ninos over at Pig Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here. Document NHL. He's got his 1-day pass up there. Take those winnings. Make the upgrade a long-term pass. You'll get Al Ninos all plays that he releases. He's NHL, NBA, college hoops. Major League Baseball will begin on Thursday. And that's a good time to get on board with one of those long-term passes. Get that first week of baseball with that 7 and 30-day pass. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. Let's don't get him off the screen that early. All right, Al, have yourself a great night. Get some rest, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
Yeah, got to get some rest before that baseball season starts, because once that goes off, we don't get so much rest. Yeah, I've been doing great in hockey, but plan to do just the same in baseball. Love betting it just as much as I love betting my hockey. So
Yeah, well,
looking
you
forward to
know,
that.
when you're a Dodger fan in Florida, you're up till 1, 2 in the morning watching those games. So,
Oh, I don't mind. I don't
he
mind.
doesn't mind it at all. All right, Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue our coverage, guys. Just a reminder, keep those thumbs up, those likes coming in. We greatly appreciate that. It helps us build our audience. And by the way, if you missed any of the picks on the show, don't worry. We'll recap them at the end. As a matter of fact, we'll cap it after my pick, because right now it's my turn to come into my play. Spurs and Kings, 8:30 Eastern time. Spurs laying 2.5 points in this one. And I am going to go ahead and take the Spurs minus 2.5. You know, the Spurs, well, they got another win and cover against a losing team with that win against Chicago at home by 16 on Saturday. Look at their past 5 games. They are shooting 47%. Then you look at the Kings' defensive form. It's not very good in that span, allowing 48% shooting, 39% from 3. And remember, with rest advantage, Sacramento needs that 3-point buzzer beater to get past Cleveland. That's all you got to know about Sacramento. That was atrocious here, not showing up in that back-to-back. Actually, not showing up here against the Cavaliers. On the road, the Kings sit second last in defensive efficiency, allowing 117 points per 100 possessions. Chris, I'm going to look here at the Spurs minus 2.5. I like how they take care of business against these losing teams.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. I was originally looking at the Kings just based on the fact that I thought that maybe they're playing their best basketball of the season, even with that win, and they were shooting pretty well. But then you dig into the numbers or the stats. Those wins came against Cleveland, like you said, on a buzzer beater, and 2 wins against the Warriors without Steph Curry. That doesn't really say much for me. I think the defense prevails here for the Spurs, like you said. I think we got a nice, comfortable win for the Spurs here by at least 4 to 6. So give me the Spurs here.
All right, going to be here on the Spurs laying 2.5 against the Kings. Guys, check my plays up over at Pig Dog Supreme. I got a 3-pack going on from hoops, NBA, and college basketball combined. So check me out there. And also have long-term passes, 3 and 7 day, up to 30 days as well. So check my plays up over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue our coverage here on Pig Dogs. And of course, on the drive-thru, we're every day, Monday through Friday. We're here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Every day it's the morning show with Mitch at 10 a.m. Eastern time. All right, now it's time to go ahead and recap the plays from today. All right, we got Trey Jordan will join us here on this segment. We got starting off here with Brian Bitler. Warriors -1 against the Bulls. Joe D'Amico, Grizzlies -8 against the Rockets. Kevin, Clippers -2.5 against the Bucks. Jovan, Pistons money line +135 against the Raptors. Trey, Sabres Flyers over 5.5 goals. Rod Zawacki, Celtics -2 against Pelicans. Chris, Oregon State +8 against Houston. L, Ninos, Pittsburgh Pens -110 against the Islanders. Yours truly was on the Spurs -2.5 against the Kings. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I've got to be with Jovan on this one. I love the value that you're getting with the Pistons on the money line against the Raptors. I'll tell you, as a Toronto fan, this team's a dumpster fire right now, so take the Pistons on the money line.
All right, Pistons money line here. All right, let's go over to Trey. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Joe. Take the Grizzlies tonight. You call it a homer pick on my part, but they got their highest franchise win ever this year in their history. Earlier last month against the Rockets, winning by 49 points. Christian Wood just announced out, so I think it's moving up to 9 now. But
wow,
yeah, I'm still taking the Grizzlies.
All right, agreement there with the Grizzlies laying the 8, and I am going to go ahead and agree with Rod Zawacki. I like the Celtics -2 here against the Pelicans. Pelicans can't defend the perimeter. Celtics, things they really do is shoot from the outside. All right, that'll do it for another edition here of the Drive-Thru. We're back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Got a full book of 8 cappers on. Of course, we got Elite action as well. Elite 8 action again tomorrow in NBA. So tune in. Of course, it all gets started at 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Rod Zawacki, you got Brian Bitler. So tune in. All right, let's take a look at our cappers from today. Let's give everyone a nice wave good night. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you guys